Have you ever had a friendship broken up because another person got in the way of it, or noticed that you changed a lot during the course of your life? In the book That Was Then, This Is Now by S.E. Hendon, Brian, the main character, had a great relationship with his bud Mark. They lived together and go on some crazy adventures. They sometimes hijack hippies, go pull us and cut a friend of theirs, Angela's hair off when she's drunk, and much more. Mark is a hardball street boy who never backs away from a challenge, but when a girl named Kathy came into Brian's life, everything started to change. He soon forgot about Mark and cared about everything Kathy did. As the story went on, Kathy's brother Eminem is a hippie and he ran away from home and decided to do some serious drugs. Brian and Kathy go around town everywhere trying to look for him and finally find him in a hippie house. Page 133. Eminem looked up. I could hardly recognize him. His hair to his shoulder, he was thin and dirty. "It's me, Kathy," she said. "Don't you want to go home?" "Square spiders," said Eminem in a really high, unnatural voice. "The spiders, they went down to my stomach. All these spiders came out." The passage showed how Eminem turned from a regular street hippie to a kid who was in serious danger and could have died if he kept using those drugs. Late in the story, Mark was making a lot of money and nobody knew how. Until one night when Brian reached into Mark's pillow for a cigarette and found an unusual case. He opened it and all these pills came up, spilling out. Brian did not do drugs, but wasn't dumb enough to know what they looked like. There were hundreds of them. This was way too many for Mark to have alone. And then it came to Brian's head. Mark was selling pills to people. That's how he was making the money. Page 140. When I thought about the cause of all this misery, I became cool. I called the cops. Eminem had lost his mind and Kathy was hurting. I did something about it. Kathy and Eminem are the reasons why Brian and Mark's relationship never became the same. Brian changed so much from being a person who wouldn't snitch and would try to get into trouble to do a person who cared about something. Noticed that there needed to be a stop to all this madness. This goes along with the title of the book That Was Then, This Is Now. There was a point at the way end of the book when they meet at jail and Mark said, "I ain't never going back there again. When I get out of here, you ain't never going to see me again." After Mark went to jail, Brian lost everything. He lost Kathy, lost Eminem, lost Mark, and most importantly, lost himself.